It's not gonna work. 6 minutes. God. I don't know if this video is gonna work or not because it keeps lagging and it's pissing me off. It's Friday, April 8th, 2022. It's 12:51 in the afternoon. I'm outside here and I'm just pissed off. And I want to make a video because I wanted to talk. Well, I wanted to vent for a bit, but I don't know that I'm gonna have time to, because 6 minutes is not enough fucking time to vent. It's not at all enough time, especially right now with how I'm fucking feeling sober as shit and fucking extra angry. Not just because I'm sober, but because of other things that I usually come across throughout my day while I'm high, and it doesn't bother me as much, or it'll piss me off, but I can push it aside a lot easier. And right now it's difficult. I'm just staying mad about stuff. I got mad earlier I started the day off good. Like, I woke up fine. I woke up, knowing I wasn't gonna smoke and okay with it at first. And then I started watching this documentary with Marco about this pedophile from Britain or the UK, whatever, that has his documentary there on, I think it's Netflix. I don't know. I don't really care. I don't want to talk about that because I don't want to talk anymore about that. That pissed me off just hearing about that. But I got mad because I was basically telling Marco how I felt bad for, like, the victims, the people that were grown now that were telling their stories from when they were little. But I didn't really feel that bad for them because in my opinion, they could have stopped it. They could have, said something, did something, but they just let it happen. They were too scared or whatever, scared, weak, whatever. They just let it happen. And, I understand not everybody's the same. Not everybody reacts the same things. Everybody has their own way of dealing with conflict, confrontation, and I'm a kind of person that deals with it straight on and aggressively if I need to, and not everyone's like that. And so he starts basically just trying to put me down, like, oh, you just want everyone to be angry like you. I'm like, whoa, 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 that's not what I'm saying. Like, I'm not glad that this happened to her. Like, it upsets me that happened. Like, that it happens to a lot of kids, that it constantly happens, pisses me off. But at the same time, it's like I was a child at one point and I had adults coming to me in inappropriate ways, and I dealt with it on my own. Like, I dealt with it. Like, I didn't. All you need to do is stand up, say something, look at them. In my case, I just flipped the guy off and he left me alone. Like that. You just have to do something that's gonna speak out against what they're doing, make them uncomfortable, and they'll stop. And I never understood how kids, like, let it happen. In my opinion, in my eyes, it's just because they're not that they're liking it, but they want attention from somebody, something they like, attention. A lot of kids are hurt and scared and lost and just are glad when somebody shows them any kind of attention, especially if it's somebody that's trying to manipulate you into doing something that, they want you to do for them. So, I understand all of that, but at the same time, it's like you could say something and it's wrong. You knew it was wrong. You're doing all this other stuff, like, to have it not hurt you as much or whatever, not be a problem. Like, you could speak up. You could say something. You could tell him to stop. That's an option. But he starts putting me down for that, and they're kids and they're just kids. I know they're kids. I was a fucking kid too, dude. Like, I remember what it's like being a kid. Kids are not stupid. Just because they're scared or whatever doesn't mean they don't know right from wrong. They don't know, how to speak up and say stuff, like, unless they're like severely abused, like since when they were infants. Okay, but most of the time that's not the case for stuff like that. It's because they're being told to keep a secret. They're being groomed. They're being, you know, tricked or whatever, and they leave it like that, and it just upsets me like that. There's not more people willing to like stand up for themselves, even as kids, especially as kids.